running needs a lot of stamina, so you need to really keep your mind and body calm with others. But if you're surrounded by competitive people,
Yes.
they push your bar up.
Yes. True.
Because then you are trying to, even if you're not trying to be equal to them, but they are around you and they're doing something and you get motivated, and that unconsciously or subconsciously pushes you and you get better. So it's always good to be surrounded by competitive people, even if you don't need to compete with them.
Are you half marathon runner or full marathon runner?
I have run both formats. Long distance running is about, as I told you, sweet spot. You need to find a pace and run at that pace consistently. Don't do this up and down, up and down. And to do that, we need to get over this thought, somebody is running ahead of me, I need to cross. No, the competition is only with yourself.
This is Akulina. You are watching Coffee with Lina podcast. Today my guest is Sudarshan Sengupta. He is a marathon runner. Today morning, how many kilometers did you run?
This morning I didn't run, I went to the gym. That's also part of the run training.
Yes. So you are doing many things, right? To run the marathon. Like, who inspired you to run your first marathon? Can you please share with us?
Yeah, I remember this is the winter of 2012. On a Friday evening, I was leaving office, and one of my colleague, he just asked me, "Hey Sudarshan, do you like to join a run tomorrow morning? It's an easy run, 5 kilometers." And I had never run in my life. I mean, just normal runs, right? But not events. And I don't know what I thought, and I said, okay. And next day morning, 5 a.m., I'm in this park where they start a run. I still remember it was called the Mawana Sugar Run. And I did 5 kilometers. And I realized I completed the 5 kilometers in 24 minutes,
Wow.
which is actually very fast for somebody who has not run. And I even myself didn't know that. And then my colleagues and my friends, they said, oh my God, you really can run. So why don't you increase it from 5 to 10 and more? So that's how it started. It was very accidental, actually. Someone just popped up the idea and I just accepted.
So in your childhood, did you have any experience of running?
No, I used to play cricket, but I never participated in school runs, never. So that's why it was quite surprising to me also that I could run.
Yes, because marathon runner, they have something different, something special. It's not like easy thing.
Yes.
To run 5K or 21K, maybe 42 kilometer. So are you half marathon runner or full marathon runner?
I've run both formats, but off late I run more half marathons because that's my own personal view that you can pace more runs throughout the year. Full marathons are very taxing. You can do them, but you cannot do many of full marathons. And I have also done some trail runs, which are in the mountains.
Oh, that's so. Which one do you enjoy?
I think honestly, I most enjoy is the city half marathon, the regular one.
Regular one.
Yes.
So you mean you run the half marathon because you can continue it for the long time throughout the year? Yeah,
I can do many runs in the year because it also takes a toll on your physical endurance, right? So long distance running, whether it's half or full marathon or trail running, is all about stamina and perseverance.
Yes.
So you need to train your body. More importantly, you have to train your mind. So if you do too many of them, you will burn out.
You have to be consistent.
Yes. So
yes.
I want to take the opportunity of running more. So half marathons are my first love.
So after coming to Vietnam, where did you sign up? How did you connect it with the others?
This is the beauty of running. People who start running and start to love the sport, they will find ways and means to run wherever they come. So when I came to Vietnam, very easy was to talk to my office fellows and figure out, and many of them came out to be runners. Yes. And then I found out where I could run. And I have been running the Long Bien Marathon in Hanoi quite often, also the Tecom Bank runs.
Yes.
And some trail runs. But yeah, I mean, I think it's easy actually for runners because
yes.
it's something inside you. So it will push you to find out.
Right. That's why I have been I was thinking, how did you get the connection for signing up the marathon running? Yes, if you like that, definitely will find that.
Yeah,
that's true. So how do you mentally push yourself through the toughest moments during a race?
Yeah. So I think it varies from person to person. In my own experience, let's talk about a 21 kilometers half marathon. The toughest phase is actually the second and third kilometer, and then is the 16th and the 17th kilometer. So why I say that? The first kilometer is more like a honeymoon. Everybody is running and you see people around and but by the end of the first kilometer, you can see that some people are slowing down. And if you are a professional runner, you need to, in a way, break out from the crowd and still keep your pace. So the second and the third kilometer actually, in my view, sets your pace. for long distance running, you need to find a pace. We call it the sweet spot, which is where you run well. Your heart rate is under your control. You're not huffing and puffing, and yet you're maintaining a good pace. So you have to find that balance. And the second and third kilometer, in my modest experience, is the time when you set that pace. And why 16th and 17th is because, as you can imagine, in a 21 kilometer, when you're in the 16th and 17th kilometer phase, you're quite tired. And that's when somewhere more than the body, your mind says maybe slow down.
Cannot.
Or not, these days it doesn't say give up. Initially it used to say give up, but now it says slow down or something. And that's where you have to show your mental endurance, because if you lose pace at that time, then your whole stats go for a toss. It's just another 4 or 5 kilometers that you have to endure. So you need to, it doesn't come easy. You have to train for it over and over again. So yeah, these are the two phases.
True, because I read somewhere that for the marathon runner, the different kind of coach is available.
Yes.
I was really surprised to hear that. Is it really true?
Yes.
For discipline and consistency, you have to get that motivation from your coach, that how you can keep it intact throughout the running, like the long one, the 21 kilometer or maybe 42 kilometer.
Correct.
It's a great training of consistency and the resilience. Maybe that is another one more thing also. Nobody can, like everyone cannot do that. I know that.
That's true.
Yes. So I'm wondering, how do you stay consistent during your practice?
Yeah, I think that's a good question. Usually you prepare for an event. So let's say an event is coming in the month of October, for example. We're sitting in July. So you'll do a reverse engineering, and you will see that how many hours of run per week, and then how many days should you really run, because you cannot, as I told you, you cannot burn out your body. So you do a mental calculation, not exact, but an approximate one, and then you just stick to it. So I think sticking to it is the most important thing. In any sports, actually, consistency is the name of the game.
Name of the game.
I mean, you can start very well, but if you cannot maintain it, it's no good, because then you will not finish well. So I think the middle path, when in the beginning of the preparation, you are starry-eyed, you are very excited, you are starting something, and it's all fine. And in the end, you know that the goal is very near, so you're also having an adrenaline in your body. But what about the middle? That's where you have to keep yourself motivated. So you have to remind yourself every day that I need to do this. So I mean, it's become automated for me to wake up 4:30 in the morning, have my water or my protein or whatever, and then go out for a gym or for a run. Another aspect which keeps you consistent is also that other than running itself, you need to have your body strengthening. That is the reason I also joined the gym. So when you do strength workouts, it really helps you create more endurance for long runs.
Yes, true. I think for the everything, like whatever you are doing for that, at the beginning, it's very exciting. In the middle is mess.
Yes.
At the end, it's a satisfactory compliment, like accomplishment. So I think for the marathon runner, it's a big training, huge training. During the training, they can learn many things.
Yes.
The small act, big impact, something like that.
Boredom is the biggest enemy of long distance running. Because you get bored.
Bored.
Oh, I'm running non-stop. So you have to find a way to get over that boredom.
So how do you do that?
I have a funny way. I run office presentations in my mind.
Oh.
It's a way of fooling your mind. Or your mind could say you could go back home and have a cup of tea or snacks or something. So why are you running on a nice morning?
Yes.
But then you have to do something to get over that thought. So I run office presentations. It completely changes my focus into that. And because I run for long years now, so I can always maintain a pace. So it comes naturally to me. But I have to keep my mind under my control.
Under your control.
Yeah.
That's
but I think over years, now I don't really run presentations so much, maybe sometimes, because you get used to it. Then you don't need to. Then your mind gets automatically under control. But these are some of the tactics people use. Many people use many things. I use this.
Yes, this is your secret sauce. Yes. How do you, what's the most memorable marathon you have run? And why do you think it's the memorable one?
This is 2018. I was posted in Mumbai, and I remember in the month of in every year in the month of November in India, in Delhi, they have a very big event. It's called the Airtel Delhi Half Marathon. It's a very huge event, right? And it's always in the month of November. And I remember I went in Mumbai in the month of August, end of August. I got severe dengue, and I was hospitalized for 10 days almost. So I come back second week of September back home, and it takes time to recover, right?
Recover the body.
But I think I took a That time it looked like a gamble. I said, because I had registered for the run, and I said, I will do that. And I still remember when I started the run, I met many of my Delhi colleagues there who come for the run, and somebody in the finish starting line asked me, so how is everything going on? I said, I just came out of a dengue and I'm running. And he said, I think you should stop right now. You should not run. And I said, no, it's okay. And I ran it. And of course, my timing probably would not have been the best. But in my entire running memory, that was my most fulfilling experience.
Yes.
Because it's like challenging your body, overcoming it. And you can finally say to yourself, I can do it.
Yes.
So, and at the same time, I don't think I took undue risk on my body, because I knew somewhere that I could do that. Given my years of training behind, I could do that. Yes, I had to compromise on my speed, which is okay. But that feeling was amazing when I crossed the finishing line.
Yes.
I said, okay, even after some kind of illness, I
can see
run
in
with my
the
passion.
television also, sometimes they are running, and this is a kind of, accomplishment.
Yes.
Some people, they love challenges.
Yes.
Like if you love that, definitely you can go for that challenge. You are a fitness freak, I can understand that.
Correct.
So any kind of fitness challenge you will love.
Yes.
And maybe it differs from the different people. Like
Right.
I love something else. So whatever it is, whenever it is, maybe challenging, but I love that
You'll
challenge.
go for it. Yes.
Yes, that's true. So what advice would you give to someone if anyone is keen on running marathon?
I think the simplest advice is calm down. Long distance running needs a lot of calmness. In Hindi, we call it therao. So you need that. So because if you are very excited and you are gushing with a lot of energy, it's good, but it'll fizzle out very soon. Long distance running needs a lot of stamina. So you need to really keep your mind and body calm. So you need to practice. Even some people say that meditation and yoga helps some people to run.
Do you do that?
I do in my own way. I don't really meditate, but I have my own time, my time, just not doing anything, trying to keep my mind blank,
Empty.
Yeah, it really helps. So calmness is very, very important. And then once you start running, as I earlier said, consistency. Then don't give up. Keep doing in your small way. Do 5 kilometers. Start with 2 kilometers. Do little incremental additions.
Incremental, yes.
And you will gain more and more energy from the accomplishments, even those small ones, and that will take you to a long distance running.
True. Yeah. That's true. Very important. What benefits did you get in your personal life after running marathon?
I think the way I look at it is the following. We have 24 hours in a day. So we allocate time based on two things, I feel. One is a value that you derive out of something. The other is a satisfaction that you derive out of something. We go to office to work because we get monetary benefit, we get a skill benefit and so on. So it's a value that you derive out of it.
Yes.
And some things you do which is for satisfaction. The beauty of running is I derive both from them. I derive the satisfaction, of course, I told you. Every run is a sense of accomplishment. But I also derive a lot of value because it helps me keep fit. I don't think my body weight or my fat level has gone beyond a certain level in last many, many years. So probably my body weight has always been in a range of 3 to 4 kgs for last 20 years. So I look at it as a benefit or a value. So I think then you need to allocate time. So whoever wants to run, you need to think, is running going to give you a value or a satisfaction? If the answer is yes, I'm sure you will find out time for it.
True. So in this respect, I'm thinking in another way, that when you see the other people are running and you are behind them, so what is your feeling then? It's like we are Indian, right? We are always competitive. So when sometime we see the people, they are running faster than me or going faster than me. So during your marathon, so what's your feeling? Maybe long time you have been running. So many run competition you have you are involved. So what does it like? What is the feeling then at the finishing line?
It's actually, so for that I need to tell you something. At the beginning, my early days, exactly as you rightly said, that's our mindset. So I could see that some people are running ahead of me, and I used to, what is your natural instinct? You increase your speed, right? Your pace.
True.
And you cross them. And you think you crossed them. And you keep going. But because you increased your pace, after a while you will tire. And those people probably were professionals. After about 30 minutes, you see that they are crossing you in a very easy way. And by the time you're huffing and puffing, but they are crossing you. That gave me a lesson. Long distance running is about, as I told you, sweet spot. You need to find a pace and run at that pace consistently. Don't do this up and down. And to do that, we need to get over this thought, somebody is running ahead of me, I need to cross. No, the competition is only with yourself.
Yes.
You are trying to better yourself. So the competition is only with yourself. Find your own sweet spots, find your own pace, and run with that. You will get a lot of happiness out of it.
True. So two things is my takeaway from your sharing about marathon. So we are always competitive, right? Somebody is doing better than me, somebody is doing lesser than me. But I feel the competition is with us.
Yes.
So what I was 5 years back, what I am now 5 years after, and what I will be after 5 years.
Yes.
So it completely satisfying, and like we feel very happy if we can maintain this one without competing with others. Compete with yourself.
Yes.
And one more thing, like you mentioned about the boredom, like sometimes you get time, take out your time in a day that you sit alone and think about yourself, something, whatever is coming in your mind. So it's your time, me time. In this respect, I am just thinking, when I was child, we didn't have the mobile phone and other things, lot of things we didn't have. But I used to watch one bird in a tree. Like she was used to sit on the tree always, and I was thinking something, what can I do, what can I make, what can I create something new. But these days we don't see that in our children.
Yes.
Because they are always engaged and filled up with the junk things.
Yes.
But boredom is necessary.
Yeah. Very
boredom
important.
is really necessary for the creative thinking.
Yes.
That can help you to think something new.
Yeah.
How I can do my marathon better.
That's correct. And about competition, I think with others. But if you're surrounded by competitive people,
Yes.
they push your bar up.
Yes. True.
Because then you are trying to, even if they are not trying to be equal to them, but they are around you and they're doing something, and you get motivated, and that unconsciously or subconsciously pushes you, and you get better. So it's always good to be surrounded by competitive people, even if you don't need to compete with them.